Hello, everyone. Welcome to On a Mission, our very, very special end of the year awards for Mission Pro Wrestling. It's an exciting night. We're all fancy here. I'm with Brian.
Fancy.
I have a little coat. I'm ready.
Oh, okay.
Your official end of the year awards host, you know. I don't have my little awards cards, but we're gonna have an exciting night. Talk through some exciting moments of the year.
Yep.
And how are you feeling about we're coming to the close of 2022. We're looking ahead to 2023.
I'm very excited because 2022 was kind of a rebuilding kind of phase kind of year for us. We went through some transitions. So I'm very, very looking forward to 2023 and what it has to offer. And some big news coming up in the next couple of weeks. We can't really share tonight, but we're going to be sharing in the very near future.
Yeah, we have some exciting, not only some exciting shows happening, but just exciting moments for the Mission Pro family happening next year. We can't wait to share it with you all, as Brian said. Thank you all for joining us in the chat. I see Front Row is here. I see Mark's in New Mexico. Brent always supporting us. Paul, Mind Runner, one of our long-term wrestler sponsors. Love seeing you all. I hope everyone's having a good lead up to the holidays. I know that it's a wild time, so we wanted to make sure that we celebrated the wrestlers, the moments that captivated us here at Mission Pro Wrestling. Yeah. And we really wanted, we're going to talk through and share. I think, Brian, we should share our categories that we will be presenting tonight.
Yep, sounds like a good plan.
So these are our official Mission Pro End of the Year awards. We have Tag Team of the Year, Wrestler of the Year, Match of the Year, Moment of the Year. There was many of them. And, of course, the last but not least, Show of the Year. So we have all of these categories we're going to talk through and share who the award is given to. Yep. Is there anything else, Brian, that you want to say about these categories?
No, we've voted on these categories in the past, and if you want to see who won in the past, you can always look at missionprowrestling.com and see who won in previous years. And some of these categories were highly contested this year, and were hard to decide on some of the winners. So we'll be interested to see if a lot of the fans agree with what management came up with. And, maybe have some debate on some of the chosen winners.
Exactly. We want to know, once we announce them, we'd love everyone to tag us on Twitter, and these will be shared on our social media platforms as well, because we want everyone to share the love and support for all of these winners.
Yep.
And everyone is a winner when they're here at Mission Pro, but these are some select moments we picked. So we are going to officially start our first category, and that is Tag Team of the Year. Brian, do you want to do the honors here on this one?
Yeah, so it came down to pretty much two teams. We've had a lot of great tag teams come through. We've had the Hex come through. We've had Blonde
Force Trauma.
We've had a lot of even the Danny B, Charity King. But it came down to two teams, and these two teams had a heated battle back in May, and that was the Renegade Twins and Bougie Reality. And I don't know how you want to introduce the winner. Maybe we could just show them on camera. But
all right, well, I have a very special graphic for us.
Okay.
So the official Tag Team of the Year for Mission Pro Wrestling is Bougie Reality, Maddie Rankowski and Rashay Chanel. Congratulations. And it's not over, because we have the official Tag Team of the Year winners, our Mission Pro champion, Tag Team champions right here.
I'm just confused. I didn't realize that was a question. I mean, obviously we have the Mission Pro belt, so why wouldn't we be the winners?
Well, we had to look at all of the tag teams that came through Mission Pro over the course of the year.
But none of them have the belt.
Yeah, so we have seen a change in Bougie Reality over the year. You know, they were the lovable tag team of Mission Pro, and all of a sudden, after May, after they won the belt, something happened. Can y'all please explain what happened?
Can we just acknowledge that we won Tag Team of the Year? Maddie, aren't you excited?
I am excited, but I knew it was coming. I mean, we have the belt. And I don't think there was an attitude change. We just got rid of the people who had the worst attitude. So for some reason, people think we have an attitude, when in reality, we're just giving people what they deserve. And some of them don't even deserve the makeovers we give them because they look way better after the match than they did coming into the match.
Okay.
Wow.
So what are you looking forward to? You are tag team of the year. What are you looking forward to 2023? We only have a few days left of 2022.
Retaining.
Yes.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. I love it. Well, congratulations, you two. I know everyone in the chat are cheering you on for this huge award and this huge honor.
Does the award come in like monetarily, or are you sending it something? How are we getting this?
So you're asking for money, right?
Yeah,
Can we
I
get-
want
can
it.
I
I
get
feel like
We'll bring that up with the general manager, Thunder Rosa
Yeah.
herself. So
We'll bring
do that. Do that.
Yeah.
We send a golden comb for Rashawn.
Yes.
the golden phone.
A gold-plated comb.
You can send mine in cashier's check.
Okay. Sounds good. Everyone is Mind Runner says congratulations on securing the bag and that we're
Thanks.
fighting champions.
Yes, congratulations.
So congratulations, you two. I know you have a busy night training, so I appreciate you jumping on.
You're welcome. I'll
Is
send
there-
you my address in the chat so you can send me my awards.
Please do. What before you guys jump off, what would you like to tell the Mission Pro fans? Your thank you speech.
Why? I don't owe them nothing. Y'all are welcome. Y'all are welcome.
You can tell that Maddie's in the Christmas spirit. You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe Rashay has something to say.
Well, hopefully we can have more makeovers in 2023.
All right. Well, you definitely will. So everyone, wait and watch out for that.
Yes.
So thank you both so much. Congratulations. Have a
Okay, bye.
bye. Thank you, Maddie. Okay.
See the difference in it? Rashay's all positive and Maddie's all just.
I know. I can't even have a conversation with Maddie anymore.
I know, man. She's got so big-headed, you know. I think she thinks she just deserves all the awards.
Yeah, look at that. People are calling Salty Maddie.
I know.
Yeah, so Mind Runner, these are the Mission Pro Wrestling End of the Year awards, not Oscars or Emmy, the Mara-Maras.
You know, the
I like
Maryland.
that. We can come up with something fun. Get something trending.
Yeah, so if y'all agree with that, that the winners, you know, you can leave us a comment if you think someone else is more deserving. After seeing Maddie's attitude, I don't know. Maybe we should have thought
I don't know,
more about,
can we
you know.
change it? Can we change it retroactively?
I know.
Oh, we have a question. Where's JP award?
Well, you'll have to wait in the rest of the show and see if he gets one.
We gotta
You
watch
know?
the whole show.
I think he's in the running for a few categories, so you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was exciting. We got our tag team champs on. We got some people chanting for JP Harlow. So keep tuning in because we have more awards. So let's.
Paul Spike says we should have gone with the Renegade Twins.
All right. Well, the Renegade Twins were incredible tag team champions as well.
But knowing their attitudes, I don't know if we would have gotten any better attitudes on here, though. It seems like that we have very miserable tag teams. You know, they're always in bad moods.
We got to figure out what's going on there. All right, Brian. So everyone, the next category that are going to award tonight is Wrestler of the Year.
Are we doing that one right now?
Yeah, we're gonna do that one right now.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, that's the order.
Moving to the top.
So I don't even know where to start with this one, Brian, because we've had so many incredible women through Mission Pro doors in the ring, women that made their debuts, women that have been a part of the main roster and continued to be at almost every show. Really,
Yes.
just like bangers after bangers, match after match, above and beyond what we could have imagined. Made these Mission Pro shows so, told amazing stories and were leaders in the locker room. And so, I'm excited to announce this category, but do you have thoughts?
Yeah, there was like 5 people who really stood out throughout the year,
Mhm.
and that was Holiday, Genocide, the 2 women that you just saw, Maddie and Rachel Chanel, and then of course Jasmine Allure. Even though she didn't have the best record this year, she did make a big impact in Mission Pro,
Mhm.
and I think it could have gone to any one of them. So I'd like to see like what everyone else thought, because in my sleeper pick, and we talked about last week, was Rachel Chanel, because
Rachel
even
Chanel.
though she's a tag team, she's came so far and done so much, so
Yeah.
like,
I
that
mean,
was kind of like my sleeper pick.
yeah, I mean, I would say like some of the ones that stood out for me this year, Kylan King has been just incredible. That incredible tournament with the number 1 contender match a few months
Yeah.
ago, the Woad has always come in and been incredible, really
Yeah.
helped some of the younger girls coming in, and is such an inspiration. And I know that she's been on a few shows this year. We've had women all over, and so I'm, this is such a hard category, because
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you brought up Kylan, because that's somebody, like she hasn't been with us in a couple like months, but
Yeah,
she definitely made a huge impact throughout the beginning of up until September
yeah,
when
such
she was on all the shows. So, definitely somebody who's been a huge impact at Mission Pro.
yeah, top tier. Jasmine Allure in the chat. Mind Runner is saying top tier and Rashay have come so far.
Yeah.
Lots of people are cheering for Kylan King.
Yeah.
Mind Runner thinks the Woad can dominate in 2023. So there's some amazing women, and it's so hard to pick. But I think should we reveal
I feel like we need drum rolls or something, man.
I know. I don't have. Hold on. Do I have?
Yeah.
Let's see if I have a.
Oh yeah, my runner brought up La Rosa Negra. She's been a past winner.
Yeah.
I think she's won it 2 years in a row too.
Yeah, she has been, been one of those ladies there from the beginning, has really shaped what Mission Pro is about.
Yeah.
So yeah, she twice, right? She's won
Yeah,
twice.
2-time winner.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think we should reveal, Brian, who the official Wrestler of the Year is.
Yep, so let's do it.
All right, so drum roll. And our official Mission Pro Wrestling Wrestler of the Year is Holiday.
Nice.
So congratulations, Holiday. She, again, our former Mission Pro champion, led the way, was a trailblazer in 2022, and was an incredible leader behind the scenes, in front of in the ring, in front of the camera, and truly made this year amazing shows. Incredible person.
Yes. Yeah, Holiday, I've known Holiday pretty much since she started, and she's come so far and done so much, and being a former member of the Twisted Sisters and part of that family, and just seeing how far she's coming as a singles wrestler, it's just mind-blowing. And then, she even stepped it up this year with her gear and her look and everything, so that was really impressive. And now she's doing stuff with Women of Wrestling, so she's getting other opportunities.
Yeah.
That just proud to see that what she's doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, she's not only like helped Mission Pro grow, but she's helping women's wrestling, and that just empowering other women overall. And that's, it's so much bigger than just being at Mission Pro, but she's really growing women in the industry. And Mind Runner mentioned this promo that she did back in January, And this was and I remember filming this promo, and it's still on our YouTube channel, and it's one of the most powerful promos I've heard Holidead give. And this was when she talked about the era of Holidead, that she was going to rain darkness and bring bangers after bangers. And she delivered every match she had last year. Or this year, she brought it, and she held up her promise to do that. And every challenge and every challenger she had, she faced him with all of her heart and her mind and body. And that's part of what makes Wrestler of the Year.
Yep. And she technically never lost the title, so she had to vacate it due to injury. But
yeah,
be interesting to see if she ever gets that opportunity again, and face Genocide or whoever the champion is again, one-on-one.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that door is always open. So
I feel like we lost out on that, her being involved with the coffin match.
For sure. That was a really, it was emotional for many of us that had to happen during that time, because everyone has been wanting this Genocide versus Holidead casket match. We know what they could do together, and unfortunately it had to go down the way it did. But again, like you said, that opportunity is always open. So it just has to be the right time, right?
Yep.
All right. I love all of these comments and support for Holidead in the chat.
No, she's not an interim champion. She's the real champion.
Yeah, no, Mind Runner. Yeah.
We don't do interim stuff.
Yeah. Genocide is the Mission Pro champ.
Yes.
All right. Well, any other thoughts on Wrestler of the Year before we move on to our next category?
No, I mean, like you said, we had so many great competitors and so many great women come through the door. Yeah. Even two males who stood out a lot, Casey Martinez and JP Harlow. So they were even in the talk. But, I think at the end of the day, Holidead holding the belt for pretty much 9 months out of the year, put her a little bit over Genocide, but Genocide keeps track this in 2023 being the champion. She's pretty much in the front runner for Wrestler of the Year.
Definitely. Marty is saying JP Harlow was robbed.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of JP Harlow support.
Did JP hire a bunch of trolls to just jump on the chair?
Yeah, I mean, he might actually just be running fake.
He might just be running fake accounts.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him. All right. Well, congratulations, Holidead, our Mission Pro Wrestler of the Year. We're proud of you. We miss you, and we'll have to have you back. All right. So let's go to our next category. We are going to Match of the Year. I don't even know how we even begin to choose. We went through every show, looked at almost every match, and had to go back from the beginning and go through all those cards, talk about what happened. This was a really tough category. We want to know what everyone thinks their favorite match of the year was. But how do we even begin, Brian? Before we reveal, what else do you want to tell?
Well, today Mission Pro put out a highlight reel. So it's kind of reminding me some of the matches, because there've been so many great matches. It's kind of hard to remember them all, But I think there was one that really stood out. I don't want to give it up right now, but I mean, there was a few that really stood out. Just a couple months ago, we had the casket match, triple threat casket match. Even the match with Simon Miller and JP, there was so much drama involved in that, and so much heat, and so many classic championship matches, and even tag team championship matches that really stood out. I still look back at the Renegade Twins versus Bougie Reality, and that was a classic match.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying in the chat we have 3 casket matches, saying that might be the match of the year. Yeah. Marks is saying too many choices this year. That is true. So if you guys want to be reminded about some of the matches and shows that we did this year, this afternoon on Mission Pro's YouTube, we released kind of a quick highlight reel to celebrate all of the shows and matches we did this year. And it is a great reminder of everything we've done, everything we've accomplished, and all of the people we've connected with. So go and check that out if you have not seen it.
Yeah, so I didn't purposely mention the match that won on purpose because I want to see if a lot of people, I haven't seen it pop up, but I want to see what people think once it's announced.
Yeah, there's a lot of Renegade Twins versus Bougie Reality. King versus Genocide was great. That was a good one. Yeah,
there's a ton, and I think when we announce the winner, you're gonna pretty much you forgot about it because it happened a while back. But once you remember how good of a match it was,
we had to go back in the archives, Brian. We had to go back.
Good to see you too, Kevin. So you ready?
All right, I'm officially ready. So let me pull up my graphic here. So the official match of the year after much deliberation is Holodead versus Lufisto from MPW Bangers Only.
Yes.
And talk about, Brian, what we think about this match, how we came to this determination.
We came to determination because anyone that was at Bangers Only or anyone that watched it, you saw like two women who pretty much beat the hell out of each other and had a standing ovation from the whole entire room. That wasn't a traditional Mission Pro crowd. This is a crowd that had been watching GCW wrestling, Effie's Gay Brunch, just so many different shows. They were already worn out, but they were standing up for this match at the end of the match.
Yeah.
And these two women brought it, and Lufisto's a legend, and it was just one of those matches and that just stuck out in my head. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there was a ton of other good matches too that we debated over, but I thought just because where this show took place, and even the speech and the feeling afterwards that Holodead stood up and became like a true locker room leader and stood up and gave her speech, and gave flowers to Lufisto for all the years that she's put in it. And, just Lufisto, how many years she's been in the business and still putting on matches like that is just incredible. So to me, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah. And it was difficult, to decide. We had so many incredible matches. But when I went back and looked at clips and watched that match, and it was like, oh man, that crowd was so into it, and they did not let anything stop them. They just put everything out there. Yeah,
and just having the name of Bangers Only, that was kind of a tribute to Holodead herself because she'd always say Bangers Only, Bangers Only.
Yeah,
and she's been saying that for ever since I met her.
Bangers Only was truth on advertising.
Yes, and it was definitely something that you should go back and watch on Title Match Network. I think we have that one just uploaded itself.
That one, Bangers Only, is actually on. That one is actually on Fight TV.
Oh, okay. Well, if you go on Fight TV and you can watch that match, and it's definitely worth watching.
Definitely.
Yeah, we tried to get both of them on here. We couldn't get a hold of them, but so
yes,
we definitely will give them. Maybe we'll give them some money. Maybe not Maddie, but
No Maddie, but Holodead and Lufisto, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll definitely post all of these winners on our social media, so everyone send congratulations to both Holodead and Lufisto for putting on a banger of a match. We're very proud of them. That was one of those moments we'll always remember.
Yes, I definitely will never forget that day.
Yeah. It was a great day. Great busy weekend.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think we can move on to our next category.
Yep.
So, our next category is Moment of the Year. And again, another category where how do we even pick what is the moment of the year from January? Because we had a show the end of January 2022, and we had multiple shows, even just from 10 days ago, a week ago. We have so many moments to choose from. So, Brian, what are your thoughts on this? We'd love to know
I mean,
Everyone-
even when we were trying to come up with this, like who was the winner, we were like saying stuff that happened last year. You know,
I
it's
know,
like
we have to go back and
because some of those memories are still embedded in our head, like Thunder Rosa Spear and Dave LaGreca through the cans, which was the winner last year. It was a moment that was like one of those holy shit moments, and just got the crowd going, and and so to me, that was kind of what I based it on. Is what did it get the biggest crowd reaction? Not the best win or anything like that, but the moment that turned the crowd and just had them standing on their feet, like what the hell did we just watch? Last year's second place winner was the Holiday winning the championship after Jasmine had just won it. So that was such a roller coaster of emotions too. So, but this year it was like really hard to come up with the winner. But I think at the end of the year, like anyone that was at the last show kind of knows what the moment of the year was, because it was just one of those moments where I thought we were going to need extra security. We're going to have to call the police at the Salvation Army. I thought kids were going to jump in the ring, that we got that kind of response from the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, I've never, like, even with the Dave LaGreca spot, or even some of the stuff we've done outside of the ring, like the street fights and things like that, we've never really needed extra security. We've never had really fans react in a way that, we thought would maybe be a little dangerous or, get in the way of anything. But I think this past show definitely showed where the fans' mindset was after this big moment.
Yeah.
So should we reveal this big moment?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Well, the moment of the year for 2022 is officially from Mission Pro Wrestling Silver Bells 2, and it's that official referee screw job. So you can see Simon is not happy there during that moment, and I think this was one of the biggest turns we've had here at Mission Pro Wrestling.
Yes, I knew it. I knew
Excuse
this
you.
would happen.
Excuse
I
you.
knew it.
What are you doing?
Move over.
What?
Move over.
No, I'm trying to host a show here.
I know. But you just said that me being on Mission Pro Wrestling on Silver Bells 2 was the moment of the year.
All right. Well,
Thank you. The most wanted man in Mission Pro Wrestling wants to sit down and accept his award. Do you know how awards work? They come from hard work and dedication and time that you put in to capitalize on situations and moments, to put yourself in the best possible position for the time moving forward and the time going backwards. It means I'm the smartest guy here. I am the boss. So when all of this was happening, when we prepared, when I was approached about refereeing this match, because I am not a referee, I've never refereed before in my life, and after hitting a man with a shovel, I don't think I'm going to referee again. Thank God. Don't tease me with a good time.
People are saying that you sold out.
I didn't. No.
I think you have a chant in the room that says, "This ref sucks. This ref sucks."
Yeah,
this
because
ref
I'm a
sucks.
bad referee, but I'm a genius businessman. None of this at all has to do with being a referee or one day. I don't care about Simon Miller. Simon Miller was a grain of sand in a greater beach of consequence. What I'm looking at is actually far more consequential and will lead into 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, and
Okay,
2030 is just
okay.
around the corner when you want to look at it. And JP Harlow and myself and Joey Hader and players to be named later have got a plan in place that is going to change this company for the better.
All right. Well, this is an award ceremony.
And I want to
This is
say
an award
thank
ceremony.
you
We
so very much for giving me an award that I appreciate. Look at how nice I look. I've got a tie on. I've got a shirt on. I got all my ice on because I know how important this is.
Okay,
This
well-
is important to me. Was it important to Maddie? She got it cut in during training. How nice. Her lighting was terrible. Was it important to Rashay? I don't know. She took her phone to the bathroom.
She was
It
very
didn't seem to
excited.
matter to her, but it matters to me, and that's what I want. I want to make Mission Pro Wrestling matter to the wrestlers who are actually there.
Okay.
They don't see
Okay, well-
how important this is. It's important to me. It's important to me. I'm going to take control. I'm going to take control of the situation and scenario. And I want to thank you. And I want to thank you, Brian. I want to thank you for making sure that this happened. And the whole committee and everybody, the most wanted man in Mission Pro Wrestling is out. Boss Baines. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay.
A lot of questions need to be asked. How did this guy get into your house?
I have to lock my door, Brian. I need a security. See, we talked about security, right? I think I need security at my house. My
Yeah.
cameras and my motion sensors aren't working.
You're gonna
Yeah,
have to-
you're getting booed. Yeah, you're getting booed.
You're gonna
Yeah,
have to send security Jeremiah over. to
yeah.
help.
Can you send Jeremiah, please, Brian? People are sneaking into my house. I'm scared. I'm like totally thrown off, and this, I don't know what to say, Brian. I don't know if you have anything to say. As you know,
Well, I mean, like
you.
going back to the moment, you know, it was a shocker, you know, watching the crowd react, seeing Simon Miller getting ready to get the victory, and then all of a sudden, Shovel was left in the ring, and Boss Baines, as he refers to himself, picked up the shovel and just decided to whack Simon Miller in the back, and then again a second time. Like he even needed to do the second time. So I mean, it was like I saw Simon Miller's back afterwards. You know, I'm luckily we didn't have to take him to the hospital. You know,
I mean, he was ripped open. He had like abrasions all over the place, bruises. I mean, it was like he's still recovering.
yeah.
We're still recovering.
I haven't even heard from him. Is he even doing his ups and downs?
I don't know. He probably can't do any of his YouTube stuff anymore because he's
Yeah.
recovering from the show. I mean,
Yeah, he's in shock. You know,
we try to respect. You know, have even if you're battling it out with opponents, you still respect each other. You should.
yeah. The crowd reaction was priceless, though. You know, like JP really got the crowd. You know, he really, and then not even just that moment. It was the moment afterwards, which I don't think it actually came out very well on the audio. But JP actually threatened Thunder Rosa, and then you know, Thunder Rosa brought out her troops to like face off against JP's. I don't even know what they're called. Group of misfits or whatever you want to call them.
Group of mission misfits. They got
Mission Pro thugs or whatever, you know. So it's like we're gonna have to see what happens with that. And is, you know, like Thunder asked them to answer the call, and they came out, Bushi Reality and Jasmine Allure. So we're gonna see what happens with that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if Maddie and Roche heard what Boss Baines said, I think there's going to be some responses. So
yeah, I see people in here. Simon needs to get revenge.
Yeah,
I don't know. Some people are laughing. I don't know if they're laughing at what happened to Simon or what are they laughing about? But,
I think they're laughing at the fact of maybe the comment about the mailman with presents sneaking in,
okay.
posed as a Boss Baines posed as a mailman.
Yeah, so I mean, that was a moment that was just like so shocking.
Yeah.
And you know, that's what wrestling's all about, is creating moments like that. And like literally, like, I don't know, I thought we probably went a little too far because the crowd looked like they were about to just jump in the ring and start whipping some butt.
Yeah, we were, we were at the Salvation Army, lots of kids around, and some of those chants were not for the kids.
I think some of those kids were starting the chants.
Hey, that might be the case too.
Yeah, we had kids over there scissoring each other and, you know, doing all kind of crazy stuff out in the crowd.
It was definitely a moment to remember. But even though that was the moment of the year for the Mission Pro Awards, we want everyone to let us know what your moment was. Tag us on Twitter and Instagram. If you have pictures from shows that you've attended, you know, share those again and tag us, because we want to share those as we head into next year. We want to celebrate all of that.
Well, I like this one, JP versus Simon, round 3 in a cage match. We do have a cage,
Oh my gosh, cage match. Ooh,
It's been a while since we pulled out the good old
it's been
cage.
a while. It's been a while.
Yep.
Maybe that's in the cards for 2023. I don't know.
Yep. Team Noah. Yeah, that was the name of the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as a reminder, you guys, before we get to our next and last category, you can tickets for Kickstart My Heart on February 11th of next year they're on sale. You can go to missionprowrestling.com or you can find us on eventbrite.com. You can get those tickets, get those VIP seats early because you want to get that first and second row, get that VIP experience. And those are on sale. I feel like once we start announcing everything, they're going to go pretty fast. So get them as Valentine's Day presents or Christmas presents. Get an early Christmas present.
Yep.
And Mind Runner loves the title choice for the show. So, all right. Well, do we want to move on to our last category?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So the last category is going to be Show of the Year. And again, these are really tough categories, Brian.
Yeah.
So we've had so many shows this year. We started, I'm going to try to list them all. We had obviously Silver Bells 2. We had Welcome to the Jungle. We had Hard Day's Night. We had Living on the Edge. We had, of course, Bangers Only. We had No de Best Hugar. Let's see. We had Crazy Train. And I think I'm missing some in there.
Silver Bells 2.
Silver Bells 2, yeah. So we want to know who thinks.
I see a lot of Bangers Only in here.
Bangers Only. Bangers Only. Welcome to the Jungle and Bangers Only. All right. Yeah, let us know what you guys think the show of the year is before we announce it. We're not going to officially announce it yet. Bangers Only, even though I'm partial to Silver Bells 2 for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, do we want to officially announce or are we waiting on a special guest, Brian? I wasn't sure.
Is the guest in the waiting room or no?
Not yet.
Yeah, we can let me text him. You can.
All right. We'll vamp, everyone. We'll vamp.
Yeah, so basically there was one show that was kind of like a dream show to put together, some of the I would say younger talent was kind of left off of this show because we wanted to have one show that would highlight women's wrestling in the independent scene throughout, the whole country. So, and actually we brought in some international stars.
Yeah, we did.
And it was something that, it took a while for it to all come together because we were working with people that we don't normally work with and trying to figure out all the booking and all the travel arrangements and all that. But it was a show that was definitely hold on. It was definitely a show that was something that was very
special.
rewarding.
Yeah, it was very rewarding. It was kind of one of the first kind of collaborations. So I'm kind of slowly give it away. But let's a lot of people in the chat. I'm going to bring up what people are saying. Welcome to the Jungle for the impromptu tournament and triple casket. Mind Runner is Bangers Only was start to finish tremendous. No the Best was solid. So Neil says Silver Bells 2 or the last show at Southern Star Brewery.
Yeah, there was not a bad show this year. So even with the show that won,
yeah.
It was to me personally, it was something that was challenging to get together and very rewarding at the end. And I don't think that, not to say that we have weak matches on the card, but these were definitely all strong matches on the card from top to finish. And I don't think we had anything that was, below a 7 or an 8 on that card. If you're going through a scale of 1 to 10, because we had some hard hitting, very intense matchups on this card. Is our guest in the green room yet?
Yes. So I
Okay.
see him in there. So we're gonna officially. So I think we can officially announce, and then we can.
Well, let me kind of give him an introduction too, because at this show it wasn't just a true Mission Pro show. It was kind of a 50-50 split on running this show. Yes, it was ran in conjunction with GCW at the
yeah.
what was the name of the thing?
It was the Collective.
The Collective. And we had a special sponsor that helped us out fund this show because it was a very high price show. Like you said, because we were bringing talent all throughout the country on this show. And I want to introduce Mr. Gorilla Press.
Right. Well, we're gonna introduce Gorilla Press. Welcome, Gorilla Press.
How are you, Emily? What's up, Brian?
Hey, how's it
How are
going?
you? So
Good.
now that you're here, we can officially announce show of the year. So I know we all hinted at it, and everyone in the chat actually called it before we even announced it. So I am very proud to announce that show of the year for Mission Pro End of the Year Awards is MPW Bangers Only. So congratulations. We couldn't have done it
Well,
without
thank you.
Gorilla Press.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean,
I hope people still talk about it.
yeah, it is. It is such a historic show, for Mission Pro. I want to thank people like Emily and Melanie and all of the volunteers that did the work, behind the scenes, because if it wasn't for your work, making sure that all the flights and everything and all the logistics was done, it would have been a crow's nest of it was something so large to undertake for Mr. Pro Wrestling, and such a historic move to be the first female show as part of the GCW Collective and on Fight TV for the Mission Pro Wrestling's first time ever. And I appreciate the opportunity to work with you guys and put this show on and give the fans exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, and then earlier we just announced the match of the year also came from Bangers Only with Holiday and Lufisto. So
Yeah,
that was
Holiday and Lufisto.
very special
What
show
is
with
that?
a lot of special matchups and some matchups. Like we had Lindsay Snow versus Masha Slamovich. We had Thunder Rosa versus
The Trisha Dora, right?
Trisha Dora.
Yeah.
Trisha Dora for
We had
the making
Edge
her
versus,
Mission Pro
Renegade
debut.
Twins versus Bougie Reality. We had so many matchups on there that was just
for Bangers Only we had the Renegade Twins and Jasmine versus the Hex and Laney Luck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the triple. Yeah.
The triple, and then and then Bougie Reality versus Kylan and Genocide.
Yeah.
And then
we had a lot of
this match, La Rosa versus Jody Threat.
Yeah.
that was a banger.
I was like,
who did Janai face on this show?
Janai,
A debuting Shazza McKenzie.
Yeah.
We had multiple debuts on this show.
Shazza McKenzie, yeah.
Yeah, so it was just when we were coming up with the roster, it was like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Even deciding how do you make the main event out of this show? It's like every matchup was something like everyone wanted to see, and definitely definitely just out of the park as far as the matchups go. And we were really worried about are they going to be able to deliver? And sure enough, they delivered.
I think that was hardly the issue. I think really, like you said, it was where do we put who on the card?
Yeah.
Because
The reason I say about the delivering is because these women just didn't wrestle at Mission Pro. They were wrestling. Some of them
Oh,
were
right.
wrestling.
They
I
had
think
like
some of them wrestled like 4
7
matches before they even got to
Yeah.
Mission Pro. And, you know, that was part of the headache booking it because I really wanted Bangers Only to be like they didn't have anything else, you know. But, of course, we can't afford to, like, not have them be booked anywhere else. So,
yeah, like
in a way, I
Alley
feel like
Catch. Alley Catch had a show directly before ours.
Yeah, right before.
Like I feel like Bangers Only could, if it was a standalone show, it could have been even bigger. But
Mhm.
it was also very rewarding to see it being showcased with people who traditionally don't watch women's wrestling at all. You know,
Yeah.
so
Right.
that
I caught you saying that earlier, and to put like a cherry on the top of everyone giving the standing ovation, it was a predominantly more crowd that was tailored to a bit more violence, and
Yeah.
the fact that they embraced this show for all of what it was and gave them a standing ovation
Yeah.
after some having already been there for 2 shows that morning. You know what I mean? It was amazing
Yeah, I
to
mean, I
see.
felt
Like
this.
every single one of those women deserved that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, I felt this show was so much more grittier and just like so much more kind of like hard hitting. Not that we don't do hard hitting shows at Southern Star and at the Salvation Army, but I just felt like the crowd and the stakes were so much higher for this show because we were kind of had so much wrestling around us. We really had to stand out, and this was the way to do it by booking these types of matches.
Yeah, even think about who were the commentary team. It was Denise, it was Sam Laterna, and it was Veda
Sam
Scott.
Turner and
Yeah.
Veda
You know,
Scott.
so we had
Yeah.
even an all-star like
Commentary.
commentary team. It was just very special to see it all come together and very, very organized. GCW did say we were like the most organized promotion they ever seen. You know, because we knew we had a time, we had to get in and get out and clean up and still sell merch. And,
Yeah.
you know, everyone ran a very, very good show. Like Gorilla Press said, you know, like running the, all the volunteers that helped out and the GCW team and fight team that helped out because they were really very helpful. And GCW and yeah, it was a very special day. And, you know, hopefully we'll be able
Right.
to do it again in the future.
Yeah. People are calling for Bangers Only 2. So
Can I drop a bomb, Brian? Can I drop a gorilla bomb?
Sure.
Okay. So that conversation was had earlier today, and it's in the air. It's in the air. It's in the air.
All right. We're getting some Brian bombs. We're getting some Gorilla Press news.
Gorilla strikes. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Gorilla Press.
We're
Thank
getting
you.
some gorilla presses.
Thank you so much for everything. For helping us, put on Bangers Only. Congratulations, being Mission Pro Show of the Year, and hopefully, next year and the year after brings even more amazing things.
Yeah, no, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this. You know what I mean? It was a great opportunity to show the fans who weren't familiar with the product exactly what you have to offer. And it was the best card we could have delivered at that moment, especially for the weekend being as stacked as it was for every other promotion out there. We definitely stood out. And I'm glad that it turned out the way it did because, with it being the first show on Fight TV, with you making history that weekend, it was definitely worth the entire ride. So for all of the fans who enjoyed it and all of you who keep tuning in monthly and stick with Mission Pro, thank you a lot, and I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gorilla Press. Thank you for jumping on and accepting your award.
Thank you. No problem.
Don't ask for money like Maddie did.
We'll send you
You don't have to worry about that.
a gold-plated gorilla,
Yeah.
a little statue.
All right, we got it.
All right,
Later.
thank you, Gorilla Press. All right, everyone. That's our official Mission Pro Wrestling end of the year awards. What a year, Brian. What a year.
Yeah, it was a crazy year, you know. It was just a very crazy year.
And get ready, everyone. We will so mark your calendars. February 11th is Kickstart My Heart. But don't forget, we will be announcing the rest of the shows for the year soon. So look out for that.
Yeah, stay tuned for what's coming out for 2023 because we got big news and big things are going to happen. And if everything falls into place, you know, Mission Pro is going to be going places.
Exactly. Mind Runners, like, congratulations on another tremendous year. Here's to 2023. We are all excited here at Mission Pro for what is to come. We do have a very exciting 2023 planned. If you all can, I know you're all supporting us here in the chat, but if you can share all of our stuff on our social media accounts, you can follow, like, and subscribe here to the Mission Pro channel. We're going to be putting out tons more content in the coming weeks. And so, especially coming out of our Silver Bells 2 show and all of that content, it's going to be an exciting few weeks leading into next year. And remember, get those tickets February 11th, Kickstart My Heart. We'll be streaming on Title Match. And thank you all for all of your support over the course of the year, all of the sponsors, all of the amazing individual sponsors, show sponsors. We could not do what we do without you, and we appreciate you all. We wish you all a happy new year, a happy holidays with your friends and family, and know that you are part of our Mission Pro family, and we are grateful for you. And thank you so much. So follow, like, Mission Pro Wrestling on all social media platforms, and we will see you in the new year. Is there anything else, Brian?
No,
Good.
Never save holidays. Watch some bowl games.
Yes. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you all soon.